Good evening, everybody. Hope you're all having a lovely week as I have. Hello, Andrea. How are you? Hope you are well. I hope you're enjoying this lovely warm weather we're having. I can't believe how warm it's been today. I don't know if you felt that, but I did. Felt like we're on holidays. Good morning, Mel. How are you? Hope it's warm where you are today. It's been lovely here. I've just been chatting there to Stace about my week ahead. I'm off on a jolly. Well, it's not a jolly, really. I'm going to be staying with my friend in Holland. So I'm going to go and meet up with her and have a good catch up. A good old chinwag, like you do. So I hope you've had a lovely week, you two. And I hope you're all geared up now for what's next. As we all know, when Halloween's over with and when we've got bonfire night over with, what comes next? The good old Christmas shopping. Hello, Joe, Megan. How are you? Happy Friday to you too. Hello, Shannon. How are you? Yeah, I'm glad you're good, Andrea. That's lovely. Like I said, I hope you've had a lovely week as I have. And like I say today, I was sat outside today and it was just lovely. That sun was just beating down. And I thought, oh, just a little bit more degrees. It'll be lovely. Well, it's interesting what I want to talk about briefly this evening. Hello, Elaine. How are you? Is frequency of mind. Okay. I'm glad you are okay. Yeah, I'm good. Thank you. Hello, Rebecca. How are you, sweetheart? I just wanted to talk about frequencies, to be honest, just briefly. And we're all obviously at different frequencies. And obviously we're all heading towards that frequency of the afterlife. And the interesting thing is when you look at that, when we are in different states of mind, what determines our outcomes. So when you're in an aha moment, you're spiking into something called gamma frequency. And that gamma is basically this colour, pink. So when you think about, or magenta, if you want to call it that colour. So when you think about higher frequencies and higher vibrations, a colour determines how you feel. Okay, so if you're wearing green, which is a very healing colour, which I like wearing green from time to time. It's very rare I wear pink, I'll be honest, especially this time of year anyways. I usually wear it in summertime. But when you think about colours and frequencies, they all resonate with each and every one of us at different times of the day. I mean, in the morning when you stood in the mirror and you think, do you know, I'm going to wear green today. You go to the cupboard and you think, oh, no, I don't want to wear green. I want to wear blue. And what's changing that thought process for you to change from green to blue, or for a real contrast, from green to yellow? So when you think about your chakras and upon your body, you've got the red for the root, and then you've got your solar plexus, which is yellow, and then you've got the green and the pink for the heart, and the blues and the pinks and the purples, and as it goes on. So each colour resonates with us each time of the day, okay? So when you look in the mirror and you think, oh, what colour shall I wear today? We'll see what we can do, Jasmine. Hi, bright blessings. Bless your pen. Lovely to meet you on here. So it's interesting how colours resonate with us at different times of the day. We see colours all day long and we're just sometimes not conscious of them. So some days you might see lots of greens. You're thinking, oh, why must I keep seeing green? And that's a very healing colour. So you're receiving healing. So if you're seeing blues, for example, maybe living near the ocean and you're seeing the blue waters, which is for your vocal cords, okay, for your throat chakra, okay. So when you have all these different colours that you keep seeing throughout, why am I seeing pinks, for example, or why am I seeing greens, or why am I seeing yellows? It's because there's parts of you that's resonating with that colour at that moment in time. So it's wonderful, isn't it? It is interesting, Mel. And when you realise when you buy flowers, you go through all the lot of the flowers, but you always go back to the one you first saw. And why is that? Because that's the one that really touched your heartstrings. So you're healing your heart when you pick up a particular colour. So it's wonderful when you just need to be more conscious of what you actually are seeing, and being appreciative of all the colours that we actually do receive. And it's interesting now, because as I just said the word colours and flowers, I had this gentleman. He just come right in there and it just, okay, come on. He said the word Montgomery. Now, I don't know whether that's his name or his surname or a place. It feels like a place, Montgomery. I don't know where it is, but I'm just asking him just to come in a little bit closer. It were the flowers. As soon as I said flowers, this gentleman had a passion for flowers. Okay. You're welcome, Pen. It's very interesting, isn't it? And like you say, once you understand why you're seeing them colours, it's because it's part of you that needs to see them. Okay. He's just come back in again then. This gentleman had an infinity with flowers. Come on. He's talking about pansies here. Okay. Come on. Pansies were a big part of his life. I'm sensing this gentleman possibly could have worked in a florist or a keen gardener. As he's coming in here now, he's just took his hat off at me, actually. And the interesting thing, it's not a flat cap or all like that. It's literally a hat. He's just pulled it off like that. Okay. Oh. I can just see loads and loads of pansies, which all have got all the different colours. But the interesting thing here, they're not the summer pansies, they're the winter pansies. Come on. Okay, it's showing me the initial H here. Okay. I don't know why he's showing me the initial H. But he's just got a lovely energy with him. Come on. I can smell these flowers now. There's a very strong smell of flowers here. And when you think of pansies, I just think of cats' faces. Okay. But as he's coming closer here, he's just talking about the garden. Something about the garden here. Something about planting flowers today. Somebody was planting flowers today and he was with you. Come on, a little closer here. He's showing me some kind of, okay, it sounds like your brother, bless you, Andrew. It looks like some kind of kneeling thing that is knelt on here. And it looks like it's not polystyrene, like a foamy type thing to kneel on. And it's purple. What he's kneeling on is purple. Sounds like your brother, bless you, Andrew. It's just showing me this kneeling down and planting flowers. That was his passion. He used to love planting. And this hat, he's just taking his hat off. Okay. And I felt like that's how he communicated with lots of people. Not necessarily said things, but he's like, he would say hello by lifting his hat off. It was easier for him to do that than to speak. Hello, flowers, bless him. Just show me the initial H again. Okay, and as he's coming closer here, I can see lots of golden flowers, like lots of golden pansies, the yellow ones and the like bright orange and things like that. He's just showing me that. Oh, bless you, Margaret. But I know they were vibrant. There were reds and there were yellows and there were oranges colours. That's what I can see here. He's just done that again with his hat. He's just a character, this gentleman, as he's coming in. He's just such a character. Oh, bless you, Margaret. He's not a gentleman for many words. It were more actions with this gentleman. Okay. And as he's oh, come on. He's talking about something being brighter. Hello, Melanie. How are you? So just coming a little bit closer here now, and he's talking about brighter. So something that's coming up that's going to be brighter. Okay. I think he's showing it as a metaphor, really. Something that's going to be brighter. He's just repeating that. Okay, come on. The interesting thing now is showing me what he's wearing. Now, it's very rare. I've not seen this on a gentleman for a long time. He always brought me flowers for Christmas, bless you. He's wearing brown corduroy pants. They look like corduroy. He had a thing for corduroy pants. But they look like the brown, these ones. Greenhouse, bless him. But that were his signature pants, corduroy. Oh, bless your Rose. Well, the interesting thing with this gentleman, they were very kind. Okay, they were very kind and very compassionate about what he did and what he had to offer people. He's just got a lovely round face. Okay, he's got a lovely round face and he's got like quite rosy cheeks. And as he's coming in here now, come on. He liked to wear a hat to cover his bald patch up, he said. Your dad wore brown corduroys. That's where his signature pants was. That's where he wants you to know, okay? And, okay, come on. There's something about the texture that somebody couldn't stand, so that's why I used to wear them. I mean, they are quite a strange feeling to them, aren't they? Like rigid, aren't they? But he just said he used to wear them just to wind somebody up. He's a bit of a character, this one. He's got a bit of a personality coming through now. He's starting to come round a little bit. I felt like he were a bit reserved. That's the word I want to look at. You're a bit reserved at that moment in time. But he's just got rosy cheeks here, and he's got a lovely, lovely smile. And as he comes in here, he's just saying he wore this hat to cover his bowl patch up. And that's what he wants to say. Just something about covering something up. He's having a bit of a joke. I think that's what he's doing. I'm just asking him what he wants someone to come and give you. Okay. Okay, it's very kind to everyone. He's just come in now. I'm sensing that you sat down. He's just stood at the side of you. And the interesting thing, I feel like you're just like leaning back a little bit, because he just said you're leaning back a little bit. You need to be sitting up straight, he said. You're a bit of a, what's that word? Didn't like lounging about. Okay. And he's talking about just sitting up. I don't know why he's telling you that, but he wants you to sit up. And as he comes in here, he's joking with you, but he's just getting it across. Okay. And come on, why are you saying that? Okay. There was a thought today. You had a thought of him today. Okay. And as you thought about him today, you're asking him questions. And this, come on. He says, you already know the answer to the question. But he's just saying something, it's going to be brighter. Things are getting brighter. And I think it's a metaphor. Okay. And as he's coming in here, it's really strange because he wants to give you, I think it's a magnolia. And I think they're the ones that's edible. They're orange, aren't they? They look like magnolias. I think that's what they're called. And they're like a fluffy orange flower. He only wants to give you one of them. Yes, you're sitting down. You need to sit up, bless you. He's just stood at the side of you then. He said, not to lounge. I don't know why he's saying that. I think he's having a bit of fun with you there, you know. But he wants to give you a magnolia. I think that's what the plant is. It's orange and it's bushy on the top, and it's got quite a firm stem. But he only wants to give you just the one. And it's bright orange. I don't know if it's got a right marigold. Is that what it is? But I can just smell it. It's a really strong smell. I don't know if you can smell that, Andrea, but it's really powerful. But that's what he wants to give to you. All right. You love flowers, bless you. But that's specific. He just wants to give you that one specifically. Okay. I think there's a memory with that one. And the really strange thing, what he's just done now, he's just bit its head off. He's just eaten it. So I don't know if you can eat marigolds, but that's what he's just done. I think he's having a bit of fun as he's put it in his mouth, and he's like stood there now with this flower in his mouth, and he's just like spitting out the feathers, he's just spitting the petals out now. He's just having a bit of fun. You were a character where he would just have fun. You were a fun person to be with, but very dry with it. Okay. And it's just coming closer now, and he just wants you to know. He just wants you to know that things are brightening up. Okay. So that's where, he's just come really close now. I don't know if you can feel that energy. He wants to come close to you, Andrea, okay? He said he's just going to touch your hair. Okay, and he just wants to put his hand upon your head, okay, just to let you know that he's there with you all the time. And all the questions that you've been asking, he's been giving him. He's been giving you the answers to your questions. He's just done that again with his hat. Okay. I'm going to ask him what's to give you anything else before he steps back. He just said he's just stood where your slippers are. I can see. Come on. He's talking about some slippers at side of you, and they're just at side of you. Okay, and he's just letting you know that he's stood where them slippers are. Things are getting brighter. Bless you, Andrea. He just wants to put his hand upon your head. Hello, Saf. How are you? No. He just wants to put his hand upon your head to let you know he's not gone anywhere. Your eyes moves when the spirit's around me. Bless you. It's him letting you know that he's him. Okay? So I'm going to leave his love of spirit with you, Andrea. Thank you for working with me. Hello, Zaf. I'm in your neck of the woods the other day, but I didn't know where you live, so you have to give me your address in case I'm there again and I can call in. Oh, bless him. He just took his hat off again to you, Andrea. I don't think this gentleman wants to leave this evening, I'll be honest with you. Okay, I'll see who's coming through now. Okay. I've just had a lovely lady that's just jumped in here. I don't know if I'm still with you. Come on, that little bit closer, love. As we were talking about flowers, she said her name was Rose. Rose? Okay. You're welcome, Andrea. Rose. She's just come in and she's called Rose. Right, and the interesting thing, I can just smell roses. And, come on, Rose. This lovely lady here, okay. Got a very powerful energy, this lady. Okay, I'm just asking her just to come a little bit closer here. And, oh, come on. She's not a very tall lady. As she comes closer here, her energy is very powerful, but she's very small. Okay, and she had an infinity of knitting. Your daughter's middle name is Rose. Oh, your Auntie Rose. Oh, bless you, Andrea. She's not a very tall lady, but she just wanted to knit. My grand's name was Rose. Oh, bless you, Rose Sullivan. Middle name's Rose. Okay, well, she's not a very tall lady, but she liked knitting. She just loved to knit. In her front garment, she was very tiny in height. Yes, she's not very tall at all. I'd say she was no taller than 4'10", maybe 4'9", but she were a powerhouse kind of lady. You know, she were quite robust and she could turn around to anything, but she had an infinity for wool. The interesting thing with this lady, she's wearing, she's got this black dress on, but with a white pinny. So I'm going back a while with this lady, and there's somebody that's been asking her to come. Somebody asked her to come in this evening. Okay. Baby clothes for her baby shop. Oh, bless you, Andrea. She just had an infinity with knitting. Oh. The interesting thing also, she saw me some kind of, it looks like some kind of instrument. Not something that you'd sing or make music from. You'd wind it. Something that she's winding here. That's her 4'9", okay. And she's just showing me something that she winds here. And it looks like a, oh, bless you, Mel. She's just winding something here. And the strangest thing is it's nearly as tall as her. And can't take the love of knitting. Bless you. Well, she's got an infinity with wool. And it looks like she's winding some kind of yarn or something. Okay, come on. Oh, She's taking me to the mills. She worked in the mill. And she's winding this yarn around these like bobbin type things. In fact, they don't look like bobbins, they look like spindles, but she's winding. Oh, nitty closer babbies. But it just looks like she's winding something round and round and round. Bless her. I'm just going to ask her what she wants to come for. She's just dusting down winds to the wool. Bless her. Well, she's just brushing a pinny here now, okay? And it's a crisp white pinny, okay? Now, when I say crisp white pinnies, it means she means business, okay? Because as she stood there, she's immaculate, and her cuffs on a top that she's wearing are white also. And she just turned them back, and she stood quite, how's that word I want to look like? Forthright look at you. You know, as I'll say, come on, now it's time. Okay, so she's like been frustrated not being able to come through, but she's also got her hands on her hips and she's saying it's time. So there must be something in your life that it's time to change or time to do something and to move forward with it. Okay. Oh, she used to go to the will mill. Bless her. Well, that's what she's saying now. She means business. So she's got her hands on her hips here, and she's basically being very forthright, stating it's time. Okay. So she just turned her cuffs up again like that, dusted down a penny, put her hands on the hips and said it's time. She had 2 baby shops. Bless you. So she's talking about something for you here. It's time. Hello, Kay Weezy. How are you? Okay. As she's standing here, there's this other lady that's like, come on, that's just come round the front here, and she's called Shell. It sounds like Shell or Shawl. Shell? Oh. Oh, bless you. Shell or Shell? Heck of a girl, full of fun. Bless you, Andrea. But this other lady just come outside of her. She's a little bit taller. I don't know if it's still, I don't know if I'm still with you, Andrea, but she's mentioned Shell or Shirl. Okay. And as she comes in here, she's wearing a different colour. She's got pink on, this lady. She's about 5 foot, this lady. She's taller. And she's the interesting thing with this lady, she's wearing it. Okay, come on. She's saying Shirl or Shawl. I can't just quite get it. Come on. Shawl. I get called you get called Shell. Ah, Shell or Shawl. That's what it sounded like. This lady just come in now, and she's got fair hair, this lady, and it's tied up in a bun at the back. Beautiful hair, and she's wearing a pink 2-piece suit. Sister's name is Michelle and went by Shell. Ah, we'll see where we are here with Michelle and Joe. Okay, Shell. She just wanted to shell a shawl. That's what she's saying. Okay, and as she comes in here, she's coming quite floaty. She's wearing this beautiful 2-piece pink suit, if you will, and she's talking about harmony. There's something about harmony needed, because as she's moving very slowly. Come on. And she's got her hair tied up in a bun here. Okay, Joe. She went by Shell. Share. Can't pronounce that, Heather. Sure. The interesting thing with this lady now, she's going back to how she passed. Okay, Charlene. But the strangest thing is, as she's coming closer here, there's something that's up with the front of the head here, and there was some kind of, oh, come on. She's going to the left side of her head here. There was some kind of trauma or something to do with the left side of the head. And as she's coming forward here, she doesn't want to talk about it too much because, okay. Sierra. She's got fair hair, this lady. She's about 5'2", this lady. She's wearing a two-piece pink suit, and it's quite floaty. She used to like wearing floaty clothes, basically loose-fitting clothing. Okay, she wasn't a large lady. She was quite slender, and her hair's immaculate in a bun at the back. Okay, and the interesting thing with that is she's talking about some kind of issue here to the front of the head. Now I can't make it. Come on. She keeps going like this to the head. And I think that's when she was passing. There was something happening to her when she was passing with her head. And there were lots of pressure. Okay, and as I'm getting that. I'm getting a bit of a sickly feeling here too. Like there was lots of pressure in the head. Okay, and she was unable to speak when she passed. Okay, I'm just asking her how she passed, this lady. Okay. She says it wasn't a pleasant passing. That's all she wants to say. It wasn't pleasant. And I don't feel like she was that old. She wasn't old either, like old. Oh, bless her. It wasn't a very pleasant time. She just had a lot of pressure in the head. And she felt very sickly. Oh. But she doesn't want to be remembered by that. She wants to remember for a vibrant life that she had. Okay, she wants to be remembered that it was a vibrant life. She lived it to the full, even though it wasn't as long as she wanted it to be. Shell or shawl. But she just said it wasn't a very pleasant passing. The pressure here was immense. But as she comes forward, she just wants to be remembered about the vibrancy of life. Oh, I didn't think she was any older than that. But she said she was a fighter, and she still is today. She's still doing what she came here to do. She's talking about the passions that she had and what mattered. Okay. And, okay. She's just saying pink was her colour. Okay. Not this colour, pink. The pale pink. She's showing me pale pink. She's taking that off me now, the image that she had with her brain there. But she's talking about somebody here living their life to the full. So, Karen, I feel like she's possibly trying to say to you, it's time to live your life like to the fullest. She just, come on. She wants you to put all the drama aside, okay? And she wants you to start to live. She's talking about somebody here who has an issue with the left side of their neck here on the shoulder, okay? And she's just talking, all it needs is a massage. It's nothing to worry about. She just wants you to get it massaged, okay? And as she comes in here, all right, come on. There's been a sense of, just been a sense of her around. She's just okay. She's talking about dancing here, and she had an infinity for dancing. She danced to anything, one of those all-rounders. And she's talking about somebody here that needs to do the dancing, okay? And come on, it's not just your ordinary dancing. It's like ballroom, and it's got a bit of hip-hop in there, and it's like an all-rounder style. She could dance to anything. That's what she's trying to tell me. She used to dance to anything. Okay, she's talking about you doing dancing now. Okay, cool. And she says, wear what you want. Don't worry what people say. Just wear what you want. There must have been something today that you were thinking about doing. And she's just coming in here about trying some different outfits on. Okay, and okay, come on. She so wanted to dance with you. Okay. And I think there were a moment today that you felt somebody was there because you turned and looked right at her. Okay. Okay. And you had a thought. Really? Could it be? Feeling. An interesting thing as well, there's something about putting little socks on, like little fluffy socks. And this is what's really cool. Just putting the fluffy socks on. There were a moment of a memory of putting some fluffy socks on with these outfits. She's having a bit of a chuckle. It's them fluffy socks, she said. It's just them fluffy socks. Okay, I think there's a memory there with those, Karen. And that's what she's going to, the fluffy socks. And you look right at her energy when you put them on. And she was so happy. The feeling, the lots of joy and happiness in the room at that time. But she's talking it, and there were, come on. I hear music. There was some music that were happening today. And you know, the really strange thing, it just came through then. Born in the US of A. I was born in the US of A. That song I can hear, it's in my head right now. Born in the US of A. Okay. Do you want to give her anything else? But she wants to give you the initial T here. Okay. Born in the US of A. And there was such a feeling of happiness at that point. And she was right there with you. Okay, while she's showing me the initial T, she means the tea drink. She's talking about drinking tea. I can smell tea. And it's quite strong as well, the scent of tea. She said she loved her tea. All sorts of teas. Yes. She's just going back to the tea now, about drinking tea. Okay, Karen. I think that's what she wants to give to you. Okay, so it's time to drink this tea. Okay. I'm going to ask you wants to give you anything else, but it's quite strong. I mean, I'd have to put some more milk in it, but she used to like it strong. Okay. Because she wants to give you anything else. But she just wants you to go back to the fluffy socks. So I'm going to leave a love of spirit with you, Karen. So thank you for working with me. She's just going to done a twirl and twirled off. Bless her. Okay. Okay, she's coming through now, okay? Okay, I've just had I don't know if I'm still with you there, Karen, but I got the name, oh, come on. Sounded like Jeremy or Jerry. Jerry. Okay. Okay, come on. Jerry. Jeremy, Jerry? Jerry. Okay, Jerry, I've just had go on, Jerry. Okay. Jerry's not a male. He's a female. She's a female. Jerry. Come on, a little bit closer. Jerry, what was your birth name? Jerry or Jerry? Okay. Jerry was female, not male. Quite a flamboyant lady, this one. I'm just asking her if she needs to speak with. Come on. Okay. Come on. Okay. Jerry or... Oh, come on. She's shortening out. Is it Jez? Sounds like Jez. They were called Jez. Why are you showing me as a female? Geraldine. Jerry. Ah, Jerry. Is that short? Geraldine short for Jerry? Or should I say Geraldine? Sorry, Jerry short for Geraldine. Okay, just got Jerry. Sometimes you get called Jez. Come on, a little bit closer. She's showing me something to do with hands. I'm just seeing this image here of hands and the face like this, and she's sat like that. And as come on. Okay, I don't feel this person's very old. Okay, Jews had a good friend called Geraldine. I don't feel like this person was very old when they passed. I'm talking possibly maybe a child or a teenager. Okay, it's the way that she's laid on the floor and she's got her hands under her face like that. And she's kicking her legs on the floor. And she's just taking everything in. Oh, I was young when she died. She's just taking it all in. She's just looking at the screen. Your mum's best friend was Geraldine. Ah, in her 40s. There's a memory of her sitting like this. I don't know if there's a photo with her sat like that, but there's something about... Oh, she was found on the floor like that. Sister Julie. Was she called Jez or Jay or Jez or Jerry? Because there's just this image here of this, and the legs are out at the back, but they're like that on the floor. This is the important part of what she's coming through with. Beautiful hair, beautiful angelic face. Okay. Oh, she was 30. She was found on the floor like that. Oh, bless you, Alison. She had such a beautiful complexion, okay. And I called her Jilly. But she's got a beautiful complexion, Alison and Sue. And it's her hair that's really quite important also. It's very curly, is her hair, okay. Yeah, she just angelic is the word I want to use. She doesn't really want to talk how she passed. She wants to be remembered as she was. But she remembers hearing a dog either whining or barking. There's a sound of a dog before she passed. Hello, Tini. How are you? Yes, she did, Jerry. Yes. Oh, she has got... Jules had long, blonde, curly hair. Just angelic. She just looks so angelic. She said now she's an actual angel. That's what she wants to be remembered as, an angel. Her dog was beside her, but that's where I can hear the dog. It's making that crying kind of whining sound. That were her last sound that she heard, the dog. And she could see people rushing in. Okay. You know, the interesting, she just wants to, okay, she's just taking me to a memory here. And she just mentioned Shirley Temple. Now, I know Shirley Temple was a child star and she had curly hair, but she's showing me these, like, she died from MND, I don't know. Beautiful. A dog beside her. And the interesting thing, her hair were immaculate. She keeps going about how her hair were beautiful. Yes, her friend found her and we'll all come for us, yes. There were a lot of rushing around. I could just see lots of rushing around her when she passed. She come on. The dog never moved. The dog just stayed in its spot. Okay. Oh, bless. She's just coming a little bit closer now because she said there was no conclusive. My dad always called her Shirley Temple. She loved her hair. There's still something that's not conclusive on how she passed. Okay. And she just said, it doesn't matter now, she said. God, did Shirley Temple, bless your under. It doesn't matter now, she says, but she just wants you to know she's an angel now. Okay, and she wants to, come on. She says that's her signature. She says, when you see an angel, you know she's near. But there's something recently that you've seen. Come on. There's something that you've seen either today or yesterday. I'm sensing it was today. It were an angel, and a thought of her came into your mind. Okay, and as she came, as you thought of that angel, she came really close, and you heard a ringing in your ear. She said, "I was trying to communicate with you." She said, "In your right ear, she had a ringing sound. You had a ringing sound in your ear this afternoon. Okay, this afternoon." And she said she was so close. She just wanted to pinch you, for you to get a distraction. She just said that's what you're going to hear when she's close, Alison. Okay, and she said it's not the earring, it's a ring, a ringing sound. Okay, there's a thought in your head. She just said about her earring. It's a ringing. And that angel there is really important. Oh, bless you, Alison. Well, you're going to hear that ring more often now because you've allowed her to come close. Okay. And when you see an angel, she's going to be there right for you. Okay. They don't have to be white ones and fluffy ones. They're all shapes and sizes, she says, but you're going to see them. Got a lovely, lovely energy with her. She says, "I've still got my energy." She says, "I've still got my talent." There must have been a talent that she had because she's saying, "I've still got it." She just wants you to listen for that ringing. And I think you had it today. Yeah, she's not the earring, she said. It's the actual sound that she was coming close with. She wanted to pinch you because she knew you could hear her. She just got a beautiful energy and it's not changed. Okay. Now you've allowed her to come a lot closer. You'll be hearing her more and more. She just give me the, it just looks like, okay, come on. It looks like a baby tea. I don't know what a baby tea means to you. You did have it today. Ah, that's wonderful. But she's just showing me a little tea, not tea drink, the initial tea, but it's only a baby tea. So when I see a small little tea, it's either a small little person or, come on, somebody's going to be coming for tea. That's what she's just said. Somebody's going to be coming for tea. And she's so excited. Okay. Bless her little cotton socks. She's so excited. Your grandson was born sleeping, but so was her daughter. Bless. That's what she wants to give you, Alison. The little tea. Okay? So I'm going to leave that love of spirit, Alison. Thank you for working with me. Yeah, Rhonda, there's ringing in the ear sometimes, is spirit coming extremely close. And like you said, they want to touch your face and such things so you know they're there. But sometimes, if you're not prepared for that, it can be a little bit daunting. So when you hear it next time, just say it's okay to come close. It's okay for you to touch my hair, my face, so I know that you are there. Okay, thank you for working with me. Okay, I'll see who's going to come through now. Okay. Okay. I've just got the name Jones. Okay. I don't know if it's Jones, the surname, or the first name Jones. Okay. That's lovely, Elaine. That's what we have to do. We have to communicate all the time. You're welcome, Alison. So it wasn't your earrings clicking, it was communication. So there you go. Bless you. I think it's your mum. Jones. It sounds like Jones. Or come on, a little bit closer. Jones. Jonah. Jones. Come on, a little bit closer. It's Jones. Okay, Jones. Jonah. You're here, K-Weezy. Ah, Okay, Weezy Jones. Okay, I've just got somebody shouting Jones. Okay. Come on, that little bit closer. The interesting thing with this, come on. I've just had a gentleman coming forward here, and he's just got a lovely pigment to his skin, okay, and his hair's really quite short. But the interesting, it's not dark, his hair. It's like I don't want to say grey because it's dark and grey at the same time. Okay, and as this gentleman comes, he's bad on his pins, this gentleman, as he's coming forward, and he looks like he's a little bit on the bow-legged side. I don't know if you know what bow-legged means. It's where the legs just bevel out a little bit, and he's not a very tall gentleman. He's quite a rounded gentleman, but quite broad at the same time. I'd say you're about 5'8", 5'9". Very wise gentleman as he comes forward here, and he's showing he's got a bit of a stick. Come on, that a bit closer, are you? And he's got a waistcoat. He's got a waistcoat on with a shirt on, and he's got like this checkered shirt with his waistcoat over the top, and it looks like it's either brown or a brown leather or maybe a tan coloured leather waistcoat. And he's just got lots of wise words. I feel quite wise when I'm sensing his energy here. He's a very wise and knowledgeable gentleman, and it's really strange now because he's just stuck his tongue out at me. A bit of a character, you know, a bit of a, what's that one? A character, that's what I want to say. Very characteristic. He's just got one hand on his hip and he's using a stick for other. Come on, that little bit closer. He's just one for wise words. Might be my dad. Oh, my But as he just comes in here, he don't want to be known he were grey. He just wants to make sure you remember him as dark-haired, not grey, okay? And he's talking about, you know, his younger years. Oh. What happened? Come on. Come on, come back. Come back. What the bloody hell? Oh, you're back. You have great. There's a bit of an echo in here. Is it all right now? We're all back on? You have grey hair too. But he's talking about wise words here. There's something that's been said today. He said something about wise words. I felt like the way he was being spoken to about today. Because as he's coming in here, he would listen to the conversation. There was some conversation going on, what he was like when he was younger. And this gentleman, as he's coming forward, he just wants to say a bit of Jack the Lad. I don't know if you've ever heard of that term, K-Weezy. Jack the Lad is a bit of a, that wasn't afraid of anything. It stepped out of his comfort zone quite a lot as a youngster. Okay, and he's talking about you stepping out of your comfort zone. Okay. He says, we get too comfortable being comfortable. I know it's a bit of a riddle, but that's what he's coming with. Okay. So he's basically stating in my eyes, come on. We get too comfortable in the same sort of routine. And he's asking you to change that routine, to change you. Because he was saying that he did lots of different things when he was younger that might not have been accepted. Okay. And he's talking about that changed him and made him the person he was. All right. And he said he's talking about being courageous. Okay. This gentleman, very, very courageous, this gentleman. And as he's coming in, he's straightened himself up a little bit. And that's, I think, he's showing it's a metaphor about straightening yourself up. But not necessarily as physically straighten up. It's about straightening you up. Okay. He's been coming around a lot of lately because you've been asking lots of questions. Should I, shouldn't I, should I, shouldn't I? But he's basically saying you should. Okay. He just wants you to step out. Okay. Step out and be bold and brave. But not literally, says. That with his head here, not literally. Come on. Got quite unusual mannerisms he has. He's got some kind of stuff going on with his head. His hair and whatever were immaculate. Okay. It were always perfect. Come on, that little bit closer. What else do you want to give to him? Okay. He's just used the word brash. Now that to me means it like imminent to be bold and brash. In other words, he's trying to come across as like, just go for it. There's something about just going for it. Okay. He says something quite remarkable. That's what he just wants to give you. Something quite remarkable. I don't know what he means by that, but you know what he means. So there must be something that you actually have to offer. And it's going to be remarkable. He's talking about something in the new year here. Okay, something remarkable in the new year. Yeah, Dad, for sure, Sonny. And that's what he's just showing about. He just said the new year. Okay, he didn't give him. Okay, that's what he said. But something quite remarkable. And he's there all the way. Do you know, he's just sat down now because he's fed up of standing up. He liked to sit. With his stick in one side and his hand on his knee. And he's looking forward to it. He said, it's time to be brash, boy. It were a bit of a thing that he say. Time to be brash, boy. All right. He just said there's something. He's just gone to his shoes here. And they're quite shiny. Okay. And he wants you to make sure that your shoes are shiny when you step out. A bit of a stickler for his shoes to be shining and, you know, brighter. Yeah, like the dark shoes, but they're shining. Okay, but it wants, before you step out, make sure your shoes are shined. Okay, that has just come with. All right. See if we've got anything else to give you before he steps back. I feel a little bit lightheaded with this gentleman. I think he's going on how he passed. But you have to worry about it. Don't worry about it. He says, you don't need to worry about it no more. What was, he said. He says, but what's to come? He's so excited. The new year has just gone back to the new year again. Okay, got it? Good. He's just stuck his tongue out again, and he's licked his thumb, but he's gone like that. I don't know what that means to you, but he's like licked his thumb and gone like that. So I don't know what that means. It's some kind of thing that he did. Some kind of, I think it's Macca saying everything's okay, like an okay sign, but he's licked his finger first. And I don't know if that's like testing the water or testing something. I don't know, but that's what he's just given me. Okay. He's got a lovely, lovely energy with him. He just stood up again and he's straightened his waistcoat and his shirt. He's standing proud here. No, I'm okay. I'm not standing. I'm sitting proud. Okay. Did you want you to know he's proud of you? Not give me anything else now. We step back. So thank you for working with me, K-Weezy. What a lovely gentleman he was. Just got such an energy with him that's quite powerful. He also he's just gone to he's just put his hand on his heart here. Okay. He just said he'll always be in your heart. Every time you think of him, he's there. He's always here. Okay, so you just have to... Okay, cool. He's always here. All right, he's always here. Okay, so just think of him and he'll be there. Literally there. I'm so looking forward to the new year, me. I'm so looking forward to it. He's just done that now with 2 fingers. He's just done that to you. Okay. I don't feel like this gentleman's been through before, but he's just done that with 2 fingers. Like saluting you type thing, with 2 fingers like that. Okay. Thank you for working with K-Weezy. And I'll leave his love of spirit with you. Thank you, everybody, for joining me this evening. I want to thank Stace for being the host and using Veronica's page. My name is Mandy Louise Paul. I'm a spiritual medium here. I'm a remote viewer also. So if you've lost anything or you need anything, I'm quite happy to help you to find it. I want to thank for everybody that's joined this evening. And I hope you all have a lovely week. And I'll see you next time. Okay, thank you and good night. You're welcome, K-Weezy. Remember, he's always here in your heart. Okay? There you go. Thank you.